and the topic translation of poetry, problems and challenges.
Good morning, everybody. The topic of my paper is Poetry Translation, Problems and Challenges. I would like to begin with a famous quotation of William Wordsworth about poetry. He said, I quote, "Poetry is a spontaneous overflow of powerful feeling. It takes its origin from emotions recollected in tranquility." Unquote. Poetry actually comes with imagination. When we imagine anything, we play with images, combining them in ways they were never been combined before. Some say poetry seems like an artificial refinement of natural speech, but in the literature of every country, poetry comes before prose. We can say that it is more natural, more primitive, more basic, a more total expression of muscular, sensuous, emotional, rhythmical nature of human race. Prose refers only to the shape an expression takes place, but poetry is much more than just an expression. Poetry is the first and the last of all the knowledge. It is as immortal as the heart of a man. According to Indian mythology, the very first piece of poetry was said by Adikavi Valmiki when he saw a hunter killing a bird. It is Manishat Pratishtham Pangam Shashwati Sama. So, poetry is everywhere, and it has developed along with the human race. The nature of poetry follows our own human nature. Human experience begins when the senses give us images of ourselves and outside world. These images arouse emotions, which we express in words, which physically produce and have sound, which come to our ear, riding the air on the waves of rhythm. And when we talk about translating poetry, it is like creating two different individuals with one soul. Poetry translation is more challenging than any other form of translation due to the importance of both form and content. In poetry translation, one of the most essential issues to be addressed by the translator is whether to prefer the form over the content or vice versa. The major problems a translator faces while translating a poetry are linguistic problems, literary or aesthetic problems, and cultural differences. When we talk about linguistic aspect of a language, there are many word combinations which are unique in some languages and are very difficult to translate in others. I would like to give an example from Ramayana. In the Lanka Kand, the 6th chapter of Ramayana, when Ravan gets the news that Ram has constructed the bridge over the sea, and we all know that Ravan had 10 heads. So the moment he heard the news, each of his heads said one synonym of the sea. And I quote the Doha written by Tulsidas. It is Jalanidhi, Bananidhi, Nirnidhi, Udadhi, Payodhi, Nadis, Satya, Toinidhi, Kampati, Jaladhi, Sindhu, Baris. And it is very interesting. If we see the construction of all these words, like Jalanidhi, Jal is water, Nidhi is like a treasure. So Jalanidhi is ocean. Same Ban is also the synonym for water, Banidhi is synonym for sea. Nirnidhi, Udadhi, Ud is from Udhatu and Dhi is to carry. So Udadhi is also the synonym for sea. So like this. And if we see it further, in Hindi we can make many words like that. If we add the suffix after jal, like the means to give. So jalad, it becomes a synonym for cloud. And if we add ja suffix, that is to give birth. So it will become synonym for lotus, like jalaj, neeraj, and all these things. Now, let us see the aesthetic problems. Again, I am taking the work of Tulsidas. This could be every day actually we read. So, very famous line like Shri Ramchandra Kripal Bhajman Haran Bhav Daranam Navkanja Lochan Kanji Mukkar Kanjipat Kanjaraman Kandarpa Aganit Amitchari Navnila Nirat Sundaram Patpit Manav Karat Ruchi Shuti Navami Janak Sutaram. Now you see the construction, you see the rhyme, and here in the second line, Nav Kanja Lochan Kanjamuk. Nav is new, Kanj is lotus, and Lochan is eyes. So like lotus like eyes, Kanjamuk Look, the face is like, if you're describing about the god, the face is like a lotus. Lotus is a symbol of beauty. And Kanjapat Kanjaruna. The hands are so beautiful. And Kanjarunam, Arunam is red. The legs are very beautiful, like lotus. So, again, I mean, when we see the cultural differences also, there are few words which very specific to one particular culture. For example, the Russian word "taska" we say. Like Vladimir Nabokov, the famous Russian-American author of Lolita, he says that no single word in English renders all the shades of taska. At its deepest and most painful, it is a sensation of great spiritual anguish, often without any specific cause. Also, the Russian word Belaruchka, the word describes someone who doesn't want to do any dirty work. Like exact synonym is very difficult to find. And also, if we see in Hindi the word Jutha or Gauduli, they're quite unique to Indian culture, and it is very difficult to find the synonyms in other languages. The success of a translator is when the translation work doesn't look like the translation, but it looks like the original text. So the true meaning, which is there in the original text, must also reflect in the translation version also. Few days back, a friend of mine asked me about the conception of survival of the fittest. And I suggested in the translation, say, Yoga Jan Jeeta Hai. Because I took that line from a famous poem of Nirada, where he has described about all these things. So I translated it in that manner. So there is one more Hindi translation of the famous poem by Alexander Sergeyevich Pushkin. It's a very famous poem, everybody knows about it. Ya pomni churna magna and I'll just quickly tell you the Hindi version, which is very beautifully translated by Dr. Madan Lal Madhu. He writes, मुझे याद है वो अद्भुत क्षण जब तुम मेरे सम्मुख आई निर्मल निश्चल रूप छटासी जैसी उठती सी परछाई. Now you can relate it. या pomni churna magna pildam no yevilisti как мимо летня видение, так гений чистой красоты. घोर उदासी गहन निराशा जब जीवन में कोहरा छाया मंद मधुर तेरा स्वर गूंजा मधुर रूप सपनों में आया. And in the end, I would like to read, present one more translation from Gulzar and my translation in Russian. First, I'll read the translation version, then the original work, so that you can better relate to it. The translation is like that. Все-таки есть как раньше, когда ты была рядом, но тоже так и приходит закрытыми глазами, день тоже так протирает глаза, звезды тоже всю ночь взывают, все так и есть. Увы, что-то поменялось в жизни после твоего ухода. Либо не мучила жажда воды, либо ногти перестали расти, либо волосы не развивались на ветру, либо парни хотел быть из дыхания. Все так и есть. Изменилось лишь столько, что сон не приходит ночью и приходится принимать снотворное ежедневно. And now I'll write the original work. सब कुछ वैसे ही चलता है जैसे चलता था जब तुम थी. रात भी वैसे ही सिर मूंदे आती है, दिन भी वैसे ही आंखें मलता जागता है, तारे सारी रात जम्हैया लेते हैं. सब कुछ वैसे ही चलता है जैसे चलता था जब तुम थी. काश तुम्हारे जाने से कुछ फर्क तो पड़ता जीने में. प्यास न लगती पानी की, या नाखून बढ़ना बंद हो जाते, बाल हवा में ना उड़ते, या धुआं निकलता सांसों से. सब कुछ वैसे ही चलता है जैसे चलता था जब तुम थी. बस इतना फर्क पड़ा है मेरी रातों में, नींद नहीं आती तो सोने के लिए एक नींद की गोली रोज निकलनी पड़ती. So I'll conclude by saying that exact translation of poetry is very rare, but yes, we can find expressions which are closer to the original text. Thank you.